future with the game plan part 2. We are already in the second week of Shovavim, Tate. We're holding by the second week of a special time period, a time period where all of us together can reach new levels of tshuva and love with Hashem and His holy Torah and Yisro, and all the world can come to a place of tikkun, of fixing up tikkun olam, but the real tikkun olam, the true tikkun olam, and that's our power that exists right now when we go through these weeks. We just had Shemos already the first week, and we spoke about being proactive and kind. That was in our house. That video went over to 20,000 views already or more, and it's going up. Thank God you guys are doing your job, your side of the deal. You're sharing those videos, and we love it. Thank you so much. Keep sharing on and share on today's class, because we've got 2 parts. We've already put up the edited version of part 1 from Parshas Vayera, and it's exciting because that was about the game plan, as we spoke already. This is the title, the game plan part 1. But now we're going into the game plan part 2, and we're already heading into Parshas Vayera with in mind for Parshas Bo, because this class is being recorded on a Wednesday, which means the edited version and the website version will only come out hopefully maybe tomorrow, maybe the new week. Let's see. We can always be optimistic. The staff have said they'll try. The team downstairs are doing their best. But anyway, we're after a big class we had here with Rabbi Simon Jacobson, and he came here with the Meaningful Life Center and brought that energy. And we had him right here with Rav Arush sitting here, and this is our host, Rav Shalom Arush. You should be well. And Baruch Hashem, we have Rav Dayan Elgrod, the DHC, going live daily, coming out here on our channels. And Baruch Hashem, they came together and we translated. And Baruch Hashem, the Emuna class is going strong. We're already at 23, correct? And the 24th is this week, I believe. 24th is on Sunday. A big announcement. Asaf Goren, for all you who know who he is, special person. Someone wants to say something. Oh, they want to join the broadcast. Sorry, Sonia. You guys are welcome to join in by commenting, but to come in, that we'll have to do another time. But anyway, the point is that Asaf Goren is an excellent singer, dancer, actor, all those good things. And he is joining us, please God, Sunday. Excuse me just for a minute, just making sure we're looking clean and snazzy on our live feed. Baruch Hashem. It's really important to know that Asaf Goren is a love of Rav Arush. He really has a connection to his Gan Emuna and to all his beautiful books. And he's also, thank God, got connected with Nissim Black, who might be our special guest. So for you guys on YouTube, there you go. Started off a little bit dark, but now we're live in color. Thank God. So we're just going to an important intro for the new Emuna class this Sunday at 8:30. We ask you guys to join, to share, to put out the link, to make sure that it's well attended. He's zooming in, Asaf Goren from LA. And please God, Nissim Black from Israel will zoom in as our special guest. The main focus is on Asaf, but Nissim has been requested to join us, and we appreciate you guys making it go live in a big way, because I can't only do so much. I can advertise, I can put it out there, but it's up to our followers, our listeners, people that want these classes to make them go viral, to get them out there in a big way. Thank God we have playlists on Facebook now. If you go check there, it's an Emuna class QA hosted by Rav Shalom Arush playlist. We've already had 23 special guests, and it's just getting better and better. Baruch Hashem. Our Emuna class here with myself, Eli.Goldsmith, we also have a playlist, and I believe there's around 50-something classes, so you guys can also share that playlist over there. L'chaim. It's been a busy week. Catching up on myself also, making sure, keeping clean with the current Corona challenge. And one of the things to do is not just have a game plan for these classes, but also game plan how we're going to get our mission statement that we spoke about on part 1, how we're going to bring it out in a real way. So the blessing was, I had the pleasure to give a class with Pulver EDU. Pulver EDU is, I put the links, everything's below, the links for Asaf's class, the links for our general playlists and the Facebook Live and the Instagram Live. And please God, this class will go on Instagram for sure by one of the Midnight Rabbi Instagrams, but Breslev English, we're keeping it with the Emuna class. Please God, we'll come live there too. Also below we have Jeff Pulver redo. Edu is like education, is an educational site which I ask you guys to sign up every 2 weeks. I'm giving a special, more universally focused class on United Souls and how we can bridge this divisive generation and really give practical tips. So we had this week the first part of the United Souls series that we gave an intro already about being proactive and connecting with people. But in the second part, this first part, this Tuesday, we spoke about, and by the way, you guys can sign up for 1 class, for 3 classes, 5 classes. There's different options. But the point is, when you sign up, you have the option to hear me give over on Zoom, and you can be interactive, you can ask questions, you can join the feed and the process, and that's an opportunity for us to connect for an hour once every. It means a lot to me that you guys are part of it. So just checking everything's good on the YouTube. Yes, everything's good, thank God. And we have to appreciate that, that thank you Hashem, we have these opportunities. But why am I telling you this? Because this week's United Souls and helping us with the get out of this divisive energy that's going on, we spoke about having a mission statement, and that is my mission statement, to unite souls, to bring everyone together. So one of the people listening in was asking, my father actually, how do you do that on a practical level? How does that make real time? And that's important. It has to be very real. What we're doing has to come out in real ways. So the question he asked is stimulated me to think more, especially with this being the part 2 of our game plan of mission statement, is really first things first, you're going to have to write down your mission statement. Everybody here needs to write down, what is your purpose? What is your goals? What is your value system? How are you bringing it out? And how does it manifest, like we said, during Shovavim, during the Parsha? How does it manifest in our spiritual day? How does it manifest in our practical, physical day? How does it manifest emotionally? How does it manifest in our relationship? The point is, once you have the mission statement, you can go through each aspect of your life and see, is it consistent? Are you living up to your mission in each thing of your life? So now it's affecting your life on a daily level. It's not just some nice idea that people are hearing about, but you're not actually living up to. So the point is that you have to make that reality, like, for real. And that's, once again, writing it down and then checking yourself. Are you doing that? Yeah. So thanks again for you guys joining me, because it's allowing me to then bring the mission statement of my life, which is to unite souls, and this is what we're doing together. It's amazing. Every week we're having these Emuna classes. We have Arush's special QA class. We're having the opportunity to speak to people sending in questions, and there's feedback, and it's such positive feedback. And thank God we have Rabbi Cohen joining us now weekly. These are all souls, more and more content, more and more Emuna. Gedalia Fencer, please God, we'll get his most recent class up on our site soon. And please God, we have the opportunity to also host Gedalia Fencer. That's another big announcement for the 25th Emuna class QA. Gedalia Fencer, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, the 4th. Yeah, you guys, Sunday the 24th. He'll be joining us. That's January the 24th. Gedalia Fencer from Miami. What an unbelievable opportunity to have Gedalia, a student of the Rav, and them to speak together. And you guys can send in questions already for that class. These are great game plans, and they unite souls. That's the point. That there's unity amongst our teachers and amongst our guides and amongst our friends. And we also hope, and you guys have said, you have to put pressure on Yonatan Galed to speak more in English for us, because we haven't had a class for him for a while, but it's up to you people to make it happen. You send in requests and we'll forward it to him, and he'll see that there's a demand. If someone wants to sponsor any of the classes, partner with the classes, can make it more alive, make it more financially exciting. And that's, you guys can bring that out. So people are saying Shalom. We have someone from Australia said Shalom, and Saharut said Shalom Lekulam. I hope my English is good enough for your Hebrew. Asaf Goren will be speaking in English, hopefully, as well as in Hebrew, because he speaks Hebrew. Obviously, he's from Israel originally. And it's exciting. I'm personally excited what we're doing here together, and I'm excited to have the energy of the music and the dance and the soulful energy that's needed right now to empower us during this Corona challenge, where it seems very difficult. And that's how it connects into what we're doing in the Parsha. Someone reached out, thank God, on YouTube. Shalom. We had the opportunity to really turn that darkness that we started off over there into light. And that's a big reality, that every one of us can truly reach that place of light as we're going out of Mitzrayim. We're now in the 7 plagues, and it's important during these 7 makos, it's a funny way of saying it, the plagues, but the epidemic in Mitzrayim, in Egypt, that was going on. And it was obviously all guided by Hashem and our leaders, like Moshe Rabbeinu was the person to guide us through that. And his brother, Aaron Cohen, they were together, the chosen shepherds, as you would say, the agents to help bring us through that darker time, that time of struggle, that time of pain, where we were in a tremendous, painfully hard exile, like almost like the Holocaust. It was so dark there in Egypt, and the enslavement on all levels was so overwhelming. So too in our time, a person can feel very overwhelmed, maybe not, thank God, as bad as the Holocaust, but in a certain way, there's a certain spiritual Holocaust, there's a certain emotional Holocaust going on. People are feeling tremendous emotional pressures, and the whole environment is being poisoned, like in terms of, if you go online and you see there's a documentary called Hill that Gedalia Fenster recommended, and other things, other concepts, but basically the food system and the whole planet is very like toxic right now to people seemingly. So the point is, what we have to do is draw out the good part, the Nukudas Tovas. Rabbi Nachman told us this all those years before, and the Rambam, and all the way go back to Moshe Rabbeinu, that there was a way to draw out from the Bria, that we bring out the good of creation, the healthy food, the healthy aspects, the healthy relationships, the healthy learning, the healthy spirituality, to draw. Always does that once the class goes up and down. It's all part of the fun. Baruch Hashem, well, like I said, one day we'll have this class on the through the studio where we have all the higher level technology. But for now, you get to see my pretty face in the green screen aspect until we get it edited. So that's where we're holding, and it's once again, it's about me being happy where I'm at and where the class is at and the amount of people that join us. And like I said, it's going up, so that gives me a lot of motivation to do my thing. But I would even talk to one person, honestly, because remember, we're united souls. So when I speak to one person, I'm really speaking to the whole world. There's a global reality consistently in your life that you're all connected, that every one of us is connected. We're all united. We all have ability to influence the world in a positive way. We make a blessing on the water, which I did before the class. Make a blessing after the water. We have positive influence. We think positively. We love people. We don't make arguments. There was an opportunity, a bit of stress in the studio with different technical things to make an argument, and the path is Shalom. Rav Arush is named Shalom, so we go in the path of Shalom, of peace. We have good meters, we work it out together. That's the path. And unfortunately, we did hear the sad news of Dr. Zeb Balin, Rabbi Dr. Zeb Balin. He passed away. I didn't really have, unfortunately, so much to do with him when I came here. We sort of like missed each other, but I did have the opportunity to meet him a few times and hear his speeches, and his concepts are very deep and profound and psychological. And they've written up a beautiful article about him on our website as a tribute to him, and all his 92 or more videos are on our Breslev English YouTube site and also on our website as well. So you guys at breslev.co.il can go there and hear a tribute about Rabbi Dr. Zeb Balin, and he will be missed by all the Breslev English staff and everybody in the world, I'm sure. We've already had a lot of feedback about his passing and Baruch Dynamis, and we wish comfort and strength to his family and to all the people who knew him and worked with him and connected with him. Everyone should have simchas. We should only share simchas. We shouldn't have to go through these sad times together with hearing news like this. People should be healthy. People should be well. That's our goal. That's our dream. That's what we want in classes, to create an energy of good health and goodwill. Now, why did I put on the cover of this class on YouTube a picture of our class from Sunday with Rav Simon Jacobson? Why did I do that? Because I thought it was such a good energy that moment. We were singing "We Want Mashiach Now." That is a certain game plan that I'm hoping for, that everyone should write down the mission statement. But it should be a mission statement for all of us that we want Mashiach now. That everyone should want to be part of that process to bring Mashiach, to bring the Messianic redemption, to bring the ultimate game plan. And that's, you have to understand that when you here we go. Someone said this on a very big level, speaking Hebrew. It seems like they're doing great. This person just wrote, Light is stronger than darkness, must bring in more light in the world, 100%. And that's the power of light. So keep sharing these classes, keep sharing the munalive.com link so people can partner there. We've got the latest playlist of Arush there, and also Chazak, who partnered with us on that. And we have the opportunity to share a lot of light, keep collaborating with organizations. If your community want to host Shalom Arush, that was something that was asked, we can do that online, and hopefully soon we can do it in person. You never know, even though it seems like the corona situation challenge that's going on is getting harder and harder, but the reality is that as the darkness seemingly increases, as our friend from Australia mentioned, so does the light, and that increasing of light has much more power to dispel the darkness than the darkness seems. So it's a constant a battle within each person to generate that warmth and love and light. And then it's also a battle at a global level, how we can put that positive energy out there and bring about the positive change that we're looking to see. So that, for example, our children and our families, when they go online, they're greeted by positivity, they're greeted by inspiration, they're greeted by role models, by people that can share a lot of positivity. And that's why we're trying to bring here constantly guests who are able to access on all different levels, all different people. That's why we have Asaf Goren coming in. He's a cool guy. He's done Ninja, one Ninja. You check him out, his profile. He's done amazing songs, a lot of good energy, and he's able to access the new generation, just like we had Mayor K, an influencer. And then we have senior Rabbonim, like we have Rabbi Simon Jacobson, and please God, we have many more. People have sent requests for all kinds of special people. And like I mentioned the last few weeks, about the idea of Peter Sanatello, the concept of someone who's not Jewish, he's able to go and do positive journalism. He's able to do journalism that doesn't have agenda, and you can go watch his latest videos on the Hasidic world, and he's done on all different aspects with and I'm not going to get into his videos, but the point is, you go to his site, and thanks to Shlomi Zion's, our friend, who we also hosted in our Emuna studio, Emuna class studio with Rav Arush, we had the opportunity to bring that kind of energy of unity when we had in the background Shlomi dancing with a well-known Arabic person from Saudi Arabia, and Baruch Hashem, this is a kind of unity and Emuna message that we want to encourage, and thank God it's growing online. There are more and more of these opportunities now to create that positive journalism, and everyone can do it themselves with their own camera, their own will, their own ability, and by sharing that kind of content, it's not something you should just say, I'll leave it to the rabbi to do it. The obligation, and that was what the Lubavitcher Rebbe left his Hasidim with when he passed away, that it's up to them now to bring Mashiach. That is the game plan, the ultimate game plan. Everyone has to work towards that, and if you're connected to Rav Arush, keep sharing the Emuna classes, keep sharing the Garden of Emuna, keep bringing out more and more Emuna, because the Emuna itself will give us that ability to live with calmness and joy and happiness and relationships that make sense. We'll be able to pray and bring Hashem, the Rabbana Shalom, the King of the world, the Creator of the world, into our daily life. And that's the power of our prayer, the power of listening and learning with Rav Arush, the Hispodidus. It's all within us, and it's just a matter of us bringing it out. And that's why when we mention with the mission statement concept, when you write this mission statement and the game plan of that we talked about in part 1, that when you write it down, you have to remember that it's coming, your value system, your goals, your dreams as well. You have to keep dreaming. That was another important point we brought out in our United Souls course we spoke about. And once again, you have to go there for the full hour to get the whole thing. But the reality is that when you go to this united soul level, you understand that you have a soul, and that's influencing your values and your dreams and your goals. That's where it's coming from. That's really where your mission statement is sourced. And if you're able to attach yourself to that source, that's a very deep thing. And really, if you understand, go through the 7 plagues, go through the 3 coming up in Pasha's boat. You see what was happening. We mentioned this from the Sfas Emes, but the idea, whatever was a hit to the world there that was holding us in exile, was really a revelation, was really an opportunity for tremendous light amongst the world. So, for example, when it was dark in the homes of the Egyptians, it was light by the homes of the Jewish people. And once again, we're not like being racial here. We're just, that was what would happen. That was the reality. That was the truth. And the ability to be a vessel for light, that is the clarification that Hashem was doing in Mitzrayim, in Egypt, and He's doing nowadays. In each person's home, you have an opportunity to bring light. Most of the stuff on Netflix is rubbish. So what do you choose? You choose the one documentary over there, Heal. There's actually something positive that will help you heal. You'll get some inspiration on the power of faith. And as we mentioned many times, we've talked about the kind of inspirational people online like Dr. Edith Eger. She's now going on a lot of podcasts, and she's been a lot, and different people have mentioned. Mayor Kay mentioned when he came to us that she's an example of like Viktor Frankl's teachings and other great people out there of being proactive, of being not reactive, and understanding from tremendous tragedy like the Holocaust and other struggles that we go through, that there's an opportunity now to choose the light. And that's what the Jews in Egypt were choosing. They wanted to go out of Mitzrayim. There were many who didn't, unfortunately, and they remained there on some level. And that's a very painful chapter in the Torah, where you think that 4/5 of the people decided to remain in such darkness. And I pray that, I'm the 1/5 of my family. I pray that my 4/5 of my family should join me in the Gula Shlema, in the redemption, in the ultimate plan. And that's our hope, that we're still here right now. We still have the opportunity before Mashiach comes to gather as many souls and bring many, many souls back. And that's the inspiration that we're involved in. That's the idea of bringing people like Asaf, Goren, and other wonderful people to our studio, that these are big souls who we can bring back, and through them come many other souls. And that's the concept. But it needs you guys to partner and to be part of this redemption process. That we have to make this mission statement very clear. That for me, it's united souls, bringing souls. But each person themselves has to get their mission statement clear. It could be some people's simple mission. I want to help, dogs have a more healthy experience in people's homes. I'm going to become a vet, and I'm going to help them. Whatever it is, whatever way of giving back to you, to humankind and to the world, to creation, whatever gets you passionate, inspired, on fire. But that's your way, your personal way of contributing to Mashiach. Because, for example, say you make a lot of money being vegetarian, you're very good at it, and you're able to make all kinds of group experiences that are done in a positive way, and you teach people to be more loving to animals and loving to people and whatever. I'm just taking it as an example. But the point is, now you make some money, now you can do charity, now you can help support causes that share Emuna, that bring the world to a better place, and then you're part of that messianic process. The concept is that whatever it is that you're doing, you are part of the larger game plan. Because in the end, remember, Hashem had a game plan in Mitzrayim, in Egypt, and he took us through those 7 plagues in this week's Parsha, and with the guidance of our leaders, we went again through another 3 in next week's Parsha, and then we were ready to now leave Mitzrayim, to leave this exile state and go into a more redemptive state. And then we still had challenges because it pursued us, all our past stories and all our past pain in the form of Egyptians, and that was what was going on the inner level. All the people that enslaved us were following us and trying to pull us down, and we had to go through the Yam Suf, splitting of the sea, with all the wonders and miracles that Hashem and Torah, as we spoke about last time, took us to a higher level mindset. This game plan that Hashem was doing in Egypt is also manifest right now in exile, in this time we're in right now, that in the 2020, and we moved 2021 already, would you believe it? And we're already now in a time where we can hopefully go out this Corona challenge, and we can go out the exile that we're currently holding at right now is an opportunity for us all to step to a new level and to go into that new higher mindset, that higher plan. And we're all part of it. And everyone here can do the utmost to strengthen each other in that process. And it's something that's very real. It's very active, right? This is not just a class like, theoretical, that the Moshe Rabbeinu said this and Aaron Cohen said that, and that together they were able to, pray every time they needed to make a miracle, had to leave the 2 movements, right? All these different ideas and concepts, very important. You have to learn it all. But the reality is, what does it do for your life? How do you become a Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron Cohen? How do you lead and guide people? How do you become a Miriam Sadekastar and guide the people around you to be more elevated, more uplifted? How do you uplift your sphere of influence? How do you uplift not just that, but the whole online experience, so that when people go online, there's positive content? These are the kind of questions we need to ask ourselves, so that we can form a mission statement that's very real and vibrant and very alive, so that we can bring it into our daily life and go through each aspect, as we mentioned before, to bring it alive into everything, into our business, into how we eat and drink. We should eat healthily and have a healthy lifestyle. Right now, I've taken on to do exercise exercise early in the morning 3 times a week with my wife, to get up early and push yourself, to pray a bit more, to learn a bit more. This is a time, Shovavim, where we refrain from speaking about not good things. This is a time we refrain from overly indulging. This is an opportunity to really become more spiritualized, to shovu banim shavavim, to return. And this is the game plan that Hashem put into creation to correct everything, that ultimately everything will come to its right place and everybody itself will be clear about their mission, their purpose, of why they're here. And that clarity brings a lot of joy. That clarity brings a lot of energy. That clarity will help you fight all the different demons, all the things chasing us when we're trying to leave Egypt. It's right towards the Kabbalah Torah to receive that divine revelation, so we're totally enlivened and eternally involved in the spiritual light that's forever. Amen. So that's the end of our class today. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you all Sunday 8:30, but I want to see you there sharing. That means there needs to be all your friends and family, everyone who tunes into this class, and anyone who tunes into this class after Sunday. You need to share the links for my class and for that class and for all the other classes, all the playlists that people should watch. That we should go from 20, 30, 40,000 viewers to hundreds of thousands. These classes need to go live because they're talking about real things on an everyday level. Rabbi Arush is guiding us weekly. You have an opportunity to come and ask him live. Don't miss that opportunity. We have an opportunity also to share and bring us questions throughout the year, and we have an opportunity to create a tremendous change of Emuna. And someone just said, I'm sorry I'm late. You're never late. You can rewatch this video. I'm sorry on the YouTube it starts a bit black, but we'll have the live version come out. Please go the edited version soon, either the beginning of the new week or even before the Shabbos. But the main thing, everyone should have a beautiful Shabbos Vayera. We're going into Rosh Chodesh Shvat. It's a new beginning, a renewal of another month, and we're going away from the colder month of Tevis. It's a bit of a harder month. We're going into a month where we have Tu B'Shvat Yagia. We'll talk about it. Please go on the next few weeks. The idea of Moshe Rabbeinu's Beretz Torah Zos. He's clarifying all the Torah now during this Chodesh of Shvat, and it's bringing us closer during the whole Chodesh with Shovavim together towards Purim and towards Pesach, towards the final Geula. And please God, we'll be there together. Amen. Thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful Shabbos.